There was just a post up at the Freedom from Nicotine board by a new member who was talking about what an amazing support board we were. And it was kind of interesting because we had an incident this morning where the person is from, I think it was Australia, so she's in a totally opposite time zone of most of our managers. And she had put up a post where she was having a hard time, and I didn't see it until like 5 hours after the post went up, and that's when I came in. And I felt kind of bad that it took that time, but I do realize that we don't have 24-hour coverage all the time. There are times when because of time zone issues, it takes a while for us to get to the site. And I would think if you really think about it, that's kind of limiting in a support site. And for her to come back later on in the day and say, like, what an amazing support site, that was a compliment. But I want to point something out. In a way, we're not the best support site when it comes down to it for quitting smoking. I never felt that. I don't feel we ever tried to be the biggest or the most active, and in a way, the best. Because there's a lot of sites out there who, feel like we're so-so or we're really pretty lousy. Reason being, gosh, we don't give what most sites do offer, which is really unconditional support. No matter what the people do, it's the support they're going to get. If they relapse, if they just whatever, it's like they're going to get unconditional love and support from their group, and we're not very good at that. Well, the reasons we are not is we're not really trying to be a support group that sometimes offers education, because I think that's what most boards out there appear to be at times. They're support groups that try to offer education when they can. We're an educational board that tries to offer support, and we do try to offer it. Again, sometimes our coverage isn't great, but we do try to offer support. But really, what we believe is going to have the most impact of a successful quit for an individual is not the support that we give them, but the understanding that we give them for them to be able to support their own quits. Now, I'm going to attach a few videos into the description here because I already have this covered in numerous places, although I don't really spell it out in a way that we are an educational site that offers support. The other reason I want to bring this up, though, is there are some people who really do want to do a cold turkey approach and really want basically almost all of our philosophies, but they do want more support. Well, I want to point out that there is a Facebook group that is operated through whyquit.com Turkeyville that kind of offers that more consistent, again, time coverage kind of support. And if people are feeling like there's a lacking of as far as that kind of time coverage goes, or they just want more interaction, they may want to consider looking at that group. I'm not part of it. I don't really use Facebook much, and for numerous reasons, I keep my Facebook life very private. I only have a Facebook account basically so I can keep track of my family. It's like I find Facebook too complicating in too many ways, but most people don't, and I know that, and I just want people to realize that resources out there to help them if they want more ongoing support and more live support than sometimes we are able to give. That if they go to whyquit.com, they'll see the Turkeyville site. And there's links to other sites too. Some people, again, just our rule restrictions, they find it a bit much, and so those same rules are pretty much in force at Turkeyville too. But even if you are members of other sites or using other sites, I do hope you do look at our resources, the materials that we do have at Freedom from Nicotine, at the whyquit site, at Turkeyville, if that's what it is that you're more comfortable with going into as a Facebook format. But there is all these other venues to help you support your quit educationally, because I think that's where those three resources, whyquit, Freedom from Nicotine, or Turkeyville, they're going to give more education, I believe, than you're going to find elsewhere. So you may be getting your key support and friendships at other sites, but do look at what we have for educational understanding to really know what you're fighting. You're fighting addiction, and these materials will help you understand that. And to win that fight, to stay in control of your life, to not let the addiction take you down the road that it was when you were an active user, it's a matter, again, of sticking to hopefully a personal commitment that you make as soon as you quit, and that you're willing now to stick with, to never take another puff.